Sometimes when people hear about the cult torture, about all the torture that I survived, the murder that I witnessed or as a child was forced to participate in, they say, I don't know how you survived. But the only way that I survived was through the splitting, through the dissociative identity, through creating folks inside who could withstand, sometimes it was only another second, and then another second or minutes of the extreme torture, the physical torture, the sexual torture, the psychological torture, spiritual torture. We needed everyone inside, and we split so many times to get through. If we had not been able to split, we would not have been able to survive. And we saw kids who could not split, who didn't live. We also needed books, in novels most especially, because that helped us to either escape for a little while into a fantasy land or a world where people were kind when we didn't know that, or books that validated in small ways how we felt with being bullied, say, because we were bullied in school, or being mistreated, even though it wasn't the torture that we were living, they were small ways to know that we weren't alone. And those two things helped me survive. And the books allowed us to imagine worlds inside. And some movies too, even to create folks inside sometimes. Like I have superhero folks inside who are like tough guys who are protectors and who feel strong and who did withstand so much torture in the cult torture, but who also internally try to protect other folks inside and try to help them feel more secure and safe. And that was seeing like the Superman movie when I was a child and reading a few comics. And there was even a silly comic, Super Goofy or something like that, and Super Grover, and we have folks like that inside. It was our imagination and creativity and our intelligent response to trauma, but it was also taught by the cults that we had to split and that we had to create folks inside, but they were cult-created folks inside with very specific jobs that the cults forced us to have. And if we had not, we would not have survived. They wouldn't allow us to. But so much of me, like most of me, is made up from folks inside that we created together inside to survive, to protect us in different ways, to just help us get through. I'm so grateful for everyone inside. We would not be here today without everyone inside, and we work well together now. We have worked so hard on gaining co-consciousness, inner communication, inner cooperation, and working together. I'm so grateful for that.